A sheriff launched an algorithm to predict who might commit a crime. Dozens of people said they were harassed by... This can't be real. This is Psycho-Pass. There's a whole anime about this.
Wait.
This is the Sybil system. I've seen this before.
Sybil system.
Wait. Is this Psycho-Pass or Minority Report?
Yes. Yes. A Florida sheriff office deployed a futuristic algorithm that uses crime data to predict who is likely to commit another crime. In a sweeping 6-month investigation published this week by the Tampa Bay Times, reported that the algorithm relied on questionable data and arbitrary decisions and led to the serial harassment of people without any evidence of specific crimes. Bro, let me tell you, so in Psycho-Pass, they were snatching babies up like, oh, your crime coefficient is hella high. But I'm 4, don't matter. Go to the jail cells. To the brink with you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
According to the report, of course it's Florida, though.
Of course.
Shout out to the Florida.
Listen, trying to predict the chaos of Florida men.
Impossible.
The criminal brain network in the safe.
Yo, they need Mother Brain from the Metroid franchise, my guy. They need the Aurora unit from Prime 3.
I will bring order by any means necessary.
Yo, I'm
the criminal brain hive mind to calculate where the next Florida man will be.
Hey, you better chill out for GLaDOS be like, I believe the entirety of our state is cancer. Like, you don't want that. Anyways, according to the report, former sheriff's office employees said that officers went to the homes of people singled out by the algorithm, charged them with zoning violations, and made arrests for any reason. Yo, first of all, that is illegal. Those charges were fed back in the... Yo, what the...
What the hell?
The report shines a light on the pitfalls of algorithm-driven policing. Man, let that be known. All of you people out there using block bots on Twitter, just let it be known. This is what you're doing.
Do not future police, guys. Bad.
Bro, there's people who have blocked me on Twitter who I've never even heard. I didn't even know they existed.
Same.
They don't even like one of the developers of Celeste, which is a great game, by the way, apparently has me blocked. And I was just like, how? I have never interacted or seen this, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Moving on. The report shines a light on the pitfalls of algorithm-driven policing and casts doubt on AI-powered tools meant to fight crime. Yo, Judge Dredd is about to be lit. A Central Florida sheriff built the algorithm to predict the future. That's right. The future is now.
Get your Minority Report memes out, boy.
But in September 2019, deputies showed up at a 15-year-old Rio Wojcicki's house, or Wojcicki door, and or is that? Oh, Wojtecki. My bad. I swapped the T and the J. My bad, guys. My bad. Anyways, because the algorithm had determined Rio was one of the county's top 5 ever. It really is. It really is the Sybil system. Psycho-Pass is real.
Like, imagine if China is using something like this, but they actually don't make it illegal.
You need to find the exceptions so you can bring them into the fold.
What should I title this? Like, what should I title this segment? Should this just be Psycho-Pass live action documentary coming soon?
Yeah.
Minority Report somehow.
Live action Psycho-Pass.
You know what? I'll just put the protagonist from both series and it'll be fun. They'll understand.
Live action indie film Psycho-Pass.
Coming to Netflix.
Freon.
Netflix adaptation.
Blockchains on Twitter are some of the most insane things because there are some that will look at the stuff that you like.
Yep.
Video title for you. A futuristic algorithm enables cops to catch criminals before a crime is committed.
Ladies and gentlemen, I figured it out. YouTube's bot does law enforcement.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, what's that? You trying to upload a video?
That is
not on my watch. Welcome to jail. Anyways,
That's end times, man.
According to the report, which drew on court records, police body cam footage, the accounts of dozens of people targeted by the sheriff's algorithm, and interviews with former employees of the Pasco Sheriff's Office, the predictive policing tool relied on questionable data, yada yada, as we said before. People's criminal records, which includes charges that were later dropped, were fed into the algorithm to determine the potential future offenders. Former employees of the sheriff's office said deputies were instructed to visit the homes of the people the algorithm selected and just charge them. Just do whatever. Just say fuck them. It doesn't matter. But I guess that's what it is.
Guilty. All of y'all are guilty.
But in a statement in the Business Insider, a spokesperson for the Pasco Sheriff's Office defended the practice, saying other police departments use similar methods and accused the Tampa Bay Times of depicting basic law enforcement functions as unnecessary harassment. The sheriff's office also published a Facebook post criticizing the newspaper report. Oh, I gotta read this. We're going to Facebook, motherfucker. We're going to Facebook. Oh shit, this is a this is a lardy ass post here, folks. We are aware of a recent report by a media outlet in the Tampa Bay area that attempts to paint our intelligence-led policing philosophy in a negative light. While the media outlet was provided over 30 pages of factual information to disprove their theory of so-called harassment, it was extremely disappointing to see this fact-based information take a backseat to supposed reliable sources who have lengthy criminal histories or are former members of the Pasco Sheriff's Police Office that were held accountable for their actions. For example, the reliable sources named in this report, who were held accountable for their actions by the Pasco Sheriff's Office, engaged in conduct such as: one reliable source, quoted by the article, leading up to their resignation from the agency, was under investigation for engaging in sexual relations with a confidential informant. One reliable source quoted in the article had numerous documented accounts of insubordination and failing to follow proper policies and procedures at the Pasco Sheriff's Office. I'm going to say it like that every time because they don't want you to forget the Pasco Sheriff's Office. So, one reliable source quoted by the article abandoned an extra duty detail without permission and went to a female subordinate's personal residence while she was off duty without an invitation. Sadly, one of these supposed reliable resources admitted in the article that he did not follow proper policies and procedures by not documenting prolific offender checks. Though we were unable to verify this information, this failure to follow policy and procedure is exactly why the reliable source is no longer with the Pasco Sheriff's Office, and along with several other policy violations. And they go on and on and on and on, but at no point do they ever address the fact that these people were being checked that weren't actually the deputies, like the actual people, because they were using predictive things here. But I mean, you guys, I'll put it in the description. You guys can read it for yourselves. But holy shit, this is what we're doing now.
That's pretty insane. Innocent until proven guilty.
That's what we're doing now.
Also American law, right?
But I mean, we got time. We might as well finish reading this whole thing up. But anyways, let us be abundantly clear. I got to do the Obama. Let me be abundantly clear. The intelligence-led policing philosophy works and has worked around the Tampa Bay area, as the same philosophy has been used by numerous law enforcement agencies all over the globe. It works because it reduced residential burglaries in Pasco County by 74.4%. And since it was implemented in that period in 2011, because it works, property crimes are down by 35.6% in that same time period. In fact, the ILP was started in England in the 1990s and is hardly a new phenomenon or approach to law enforcement. Contrary to the report, ILP is not a futuristic, predictive model where solely people are arrested for crimes they have not committed yet. Instead, the system is based solely on an individual's criminal history. Multiple studies have shown that 6% of the population commit 60% of the crime, and that is what this model focuses on. Let us, again, be profusely clear that this model is based solely on an individual's criminal history. It is nameless, faceless, ageless, genderless, and removes all other identifying factors of an individual except for their criminal history. Yet again, the philosophy removes any chance of bias in law enforcement, which is something that should be celebrated. For example, a individual who was arrested 15 times within the last 3 years is more likely to commit an additional crime, as evidenced by documented propensity for committing a crime, than someone who has never been arrested. So as such, the Pasco Sheriff's Office visits and provides resources to the person who was arrested 15 times to attempt to break the cycle of recidivism and better protect our community from future crime. All right, I'm done with the Obama voice. That shit's way too slow. But it is accurate. That is what the ILP philosophy is. Not a futuristic crime predictive tool that arrests an individual for crimes they have not yet committed, despite the media's best assertion that the theory was taken straight out of a fictional Hollywood movies like The Minority Report. Ah, they said it!
Called it.
They said it! I knew they didn't watch anime. They would never have brought up Psycho-Pass. Additionally, this media outlet appears to labor under the notion that both our ILP analysts and STARS deputies exist exclusively to coordinate aspects of the top 5 list and prolific offender list. In reality, these aspects are but a small subset of each party's job functions, as was provided to the outlet numerous times. ILP analysts work on nearly every case the Pasco Sheriff's Office investigates, with the underlying yet ever-present goal of bettering the lives of the citizens of Pasco County and through the reduction of crime. This includes cases such as the recovering of missing individuals, drug arrests leading to over 435,000 lethal doses of fentanyl being removed from Pasco streets. Furthermore, STARS deputies are integral components of the search and successful safe recovery of the missing Pasco children, both in and out of our county. Among the daily activities wholly unrelated to making contact with prolific offenders, we continue to be an open and transparent with our community and those that we serve, which is why we want to ensure you, our citizens, have this information. It is sad that there are media outlets attempting to drive division between a community and law enforcement by relying on previous employees who are held accountable for their actions, as well as individuals with lengthy criminal histories, and ignoring the more than 30 pages of well-researched facts that the Pasco Sheriff's Office provided. It is also sad that the same media outlet refuses to report on the good work of our Behavioral Health Intervention Team, or BHIT, and the fact that our men and women recently took 435,000 lethal doses of fentanyl off the Pasco street. We got to say it again. They put that in here twice. They just wanted to make sure that y'all knew, that y'all were 100% aware. Duly so. And this is a selection bias at its worst, and the reason we connect our community directly on social media. We stand with our community, and we are deeply grateful that you continue to stand with us. As we told the media outlet, we will not apologize for continuing to keep our community safe. Thank you for your continued support. See, I'm not a biased person here. I let them have their say. I wanted you to know. I think it's best that you all know who you're dealing with. Sure,
That's insane.
Sure was fucking funny, though.
I mean, why not just lock them up for life? Why do you want to harass them if you...
Look, if someone's arrested 15 times and you just keep letting them out, I got to know what type of petty-ass crime that they're doing.
This is not the solution. Like, what the fuck?
Like, 15 times, that's... You got to be able to have something on that. But, once again, the law is very weird. But yeah, man. Psycho-Pass. Coming to Netflix.